Today we got the invincible Iron Man taking on Storm. Who wins? Well, let's find out. Tony Stark was an arrogant son of wealthy weapons manufacturer Howard Stark. Tony cared only about himself, but this changed when he had a change of heart after he was kidnapped by terrorists and gravely injured. Stark was pressured to create a weapon of mass destruction, but instead, he created a suit of power armor to escape. Tony uses his vast resources and intellect to make the world a better place as the invincible Iron Man. Iron Man's abilities are constantly changing because he's continuously updating and improving his armor. But he has some powers that are pretty consistent. But just for clarity's sake, Tony will be given his bleeding edge armor in this fight. Alright, so let's get started. Now the armor gives Tony superhuman strength, and he's easily able to lift over 100 tons. And he's even managed to take down the Red Hulk, stagger the actual Hulk, and brawl against Taurus, who had just taken Thor down with just a few blows. The armor grants Tony incredible speed as well, and he can outmaneuver and dodge missile and laser fire. But perhaps most impressive is being able to outmaneuver Gladiator and even speed blitz Phoenix Force Cyclops. One of the most impressive things about the suit, though, is its durability and shields. Tony was able to hold his own against Colossus with Juggernaut's powers, a hallucinating Thor, and Rogue with the powers of Hulk. His shields also held up against the final form of Ultron and Emma Frost with half of the Phoenix Force on her side. Pretty impressive if you ask me. Bleeding Edge is also equipped with countless different weapons, with the most common being his repulsor rays, unibeams, and missiles and lasers. He also has miniature cluster bombs, homing lasers, multi-directional repulsors, and microscopic telepathic tasers, and a sonic weapon that nearly killed Juggernaut. Tony is also incredibly intelligent, a skilled fighter, and is an excellent strategist that is able to use his intellect to think of countless ways to take down opponents. And then in the other corner we have Storm. Aurora Monroe possesses the mutant power to manipulate the elemental forces that preside over the weather, in addition to their atmospheric phenomena. Having lived through a tumultuous life filled with successes and hardships, Storm, the thief, the princess, the once and future leader of mutant kind, has eked her rightful place as one of the most influential women in the world. Her mandate is focused upon the safeguarding of her people and the protection of Earth. Storm has complete mastery over the forces and elements that govern the weather. She can alter perception to perceive the elements of nature, even including Earth's magnetic and electromagnetic fields and ozone layers, as force and energy. Storm then becomes one with these forces and can control them however she wants. This means that Storm can control atmospheric forces like air, moisture, temperature, pressure, electrical energy, and even ocean currents. Storm has summoned powerful blizzards, thunderstorms, monsoons, tornadoes, hail, and hurricanes before, and she's also used her powers to disperse natural storms in order to create clear weather. She has an incredible range of her powers, as she can create storms on a planetary level, or she has such control that she can manipulate air and electrical forces inside a person's body. Storm can also channel these elemental forces through her own body, and has projected lightning, wind, thermal energy, and moisture from her hands before. Her control over air also gives her the ability to fly. Because Storm is so attuned to the planet, she can sense changes in the atmosphere or pressure, and has been able to sense something as small as a snowball flying towards her, or something like the blackbird flying thousands of miles away. Now Storm's powers are tied to her emotions, so she must keep a tight rein on her feelings in order to avoid any accidental weather changes. Interestingly, Storm's powers adapt to her environment. Like when she was in space, she was able to manipulate the energy of stars and the solar wind. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now Storm is in excellent physical condition, but she's really got nothing on Iron Man in that suit. Like, Storm is strong enough to knock over men, is durable enough to take punches from Stonewall, and is fast enough to dodge blasts and arrows. Barely dodge them, but dodge them all the same. But this is absolutely nothing compared to what Iron Man's able to do. His punches have staggered the Hulk. He's durable enough to take blows from hallucinating Thor, and is fast enough to actually outspeed and outmaneuver Gladiator. So, compared to Iron Man, Storm is what you can call a glass cannon. Very powerful, but not very durable, and will go down quickly. After all, if Iron Man is able to stagger the Hulk with his punches and manhandle Red Hulk, well, then you can be well assured that he can take her down with just a couple of punches. After all, Storm only has the durability of a normal human. However, wouldn't Storm be able to take Tony down before he gets this chance? She is very powerful after all. Her lightning blast have been able to destroy large monsters and bring down the helicarrier. Storm has also said that her lightning blast had traveled 100,000 miles per hour. She has created winds and storms capable of holding back millions of tons of water, and even created a storm that spanned the entire North American continent. But honestly, none of that is going to be enough to take down Iron Man. The bleeding edge suit and the suit's force fields just give him too much durability. Iron Man is taking blasts from the Hood with the Infinity Gems, the final form of Ultron, Emma Frost with half of the entire Phoenix Force, and taking punches from Colossus with the powers of Juggernaut. A lightning blast or a storm isn't going to take him down. And Tony won't have to worry about his suit being shorted out by a lightning strike. He's long had his suit designed to withstand even the most powerful EMP blast, and he's taken lightning from Thor, and the suit was still functional afterwards. So Storm's lightning isn't going to do much. No, if Storm wants to win this fight, then she's going to have to think smarter and use her powers more creatively. For instance, she could try and manipulate the electrical impulses inside of Tony's body and defeat him that way, or flash freeze him solid. She's completely frozen Colossus before, and he couldn't move. However, Iron Man should be more than strong enough to break free of the ice, and if need be, he could always just blast himself out of it, or use other weapons to heat up the ice. Now, the electrical manipulation inside of Tony's body will be a lot more difficult for Iron Man to battle against. The suit has resisted magical attacks that turned people to stone, and the suit protected Tony. And he's also absorbed and blocked energy before. It's also protected him from telepathic attacks. So the suit might be able to protect Tony from internal tampering from Storm, but that shouldn't really matter at the end of the day, because there's a difference between what a character can do and what a character will do. While Storm does have the ability to manipulate synapses, she often doesn't use it in battle, and she definitely doesn't use it right out of the gate. Like, Storm could win most any battle by knocking every opponent out instantly, but she doesn't. She instead tends to focus on lightning blast, hurricane winds, giant storms, stuff like that. And I really don't see any reason why she wouldn't start off doing the same thing here. And that will ultimately be her downfall, because it won't take long for Iron Man to knock her out. In the suit, Tony has been able to defeat Red Hulk, Uluk, Mangog, Terminus, and Juggernaut, and battle against Thor and Hulk. Just a couple of shots and Storm is done for, and Iron Man also has the advantage of being much faster than Storm here. At the end of the day, Storm is powerful, but Iron Man more so, and it's going to be able to take the mutant down. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button. More videos just like this one every single day, and I'll see y'all next time.